What's good, people? RXL back with another video. Today, I got a new release. It is a flanker from Azzaro, the Azzaro Wanted line. More specifically, it's called Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. It is a new release, and it will run you about $145 retail. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Azzaro Wanted line. I'm really not even a big fan of Azzaro, the brand itself. I've always considered it kind of a bargain bin brand. In fact, I had no intentions of making a video about this fragrance until I had heard people calling it a masterpiece. And let me tell you something, right off the rip, I like this fragrance. But no, it is not a masterpiece. Knock it off. Like I said, I had no intention of making this video until I heard that. And also, you know, I had been wearing it day after day after day. And I just figured, hey, if I'm wearing it that often, I mean, it must be pretty good, right? One thing I'll say about the Wanted line, the bottles look absolutely ridiculous, but I like this one. It's all gold. From far away, it looks solid gold, but if you put light to it, you know, the bottom part's clear. The cap, like all the other, you know, fragrances in the Wanted line, is absolute trash. The sprayer, the atomizer, garbage, but it does do the job. It will get the juice on your skin, or if you're the average fragrance reviewer, on your test strip. Smell it in the air. Smells pretty damn good. I'll read you guys the notes, and then we'll address the elephant in the room. And no, I don't mean Rosie O'Donnell's here. I mean the elephant in the room of people saying that it is a clone of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. All right. I'll try not to laugh with some of these notes, okay? Raspberry, bergamot, green mandarin, cardamom, lavender, clary sage, leather, and vetiver. Sounds good so far. And then, oh yeah, the last note is wolfwood. What is wolfwood? It is a note found only in the regions of we completely made it the fuck up. So let me tell you what I smell from all this. I smell a kind of bubblegum raspberry. I'm assuming it's that raspberry mixed with all the citrus. Yeah, if you know those powdery sticks of bubblegum that used to come in baseball cards, if that were a raspberry flavor, that's what that opening smells like. Or maybe a raspberry snow cone syrup. The cardamom, lavender, and clary sage add a bit of a little aromatic touch. And you do get leather. And you know, when I started this little fragrance hobby, one of the first things I smelled was Tuscan leather. And I absolutely hated it. I hated the leather. The leather to me smelled like an old woman's purse. It smelled like entering a retail store. I don't know what part of the country you guys are in, but over here we have these retail stores called Boot Barn. It smelled like walking into a boot barn. It took me years, not only for Tuscan leather to grow on me, but, you know, other fragrances like Godolphin for my taste to kind of open up. And now I, you know, thoroughly enjoy those fragrances. And I'm only telling you about the snow cone syrup and the kind of designer-ish leather that's in here just because I gotta be honest. But I think you can see this as a positive thing. Like I said, I actually enjoy this fragrance. I think ultimately, this is an amazing, I wouldn't say it's a clone. It's a lot different when it comes to the quality and the blending of it and the sweetness of it. But I'm going to say this is an amazing alternative to Tuscan leather, especially for people that aren't into, like, you know, these kind of challenging niche fragrances, or these people that don't want to spend $300 on Tuscan leather. These people, beginners, designer heads that don't want to smell like cocaine when they wear Godolphin. I think this is a really good entry-level kind of designer beginner version of Tuscan leather. I wish they would have released this when I started my little, what they call, fragrance journey. And just to call a ball and a strike, I'm going to give this a rating. And let me just say this. After all the positive things I've said about this fragrance that I have enjoyed, that I've had been wearing, not to make a video, just because I enjoy it that much, this rating would be a lot higher if not for the price, if not for the fact that I do still believe Azzaro is a bargain bin brand. There's another fragrance that kind of does this same thing from Aromatics, and it's like $40. And the reason I'm kind of going to have to be a little harsh when it comes to the score is the price. I mean, $140. You can get some amazing Tuscan leather clones. You can get that Aromatics Carnal Desire. Numerous brands have already tried to copy this style, this Tuscan leather style. But at the end of the day, I do think it's a solid pickup. If you can wait till it hits discounters. Yeah, I hate when people say that too. Wait till it hits discounters. But, you know, Azzaro is the ultimate wait till you hit discounters brand. So if you can find this for about, $60, maybe 80, I think it's a solid fragrance. But right now, as it stands, I'm going to have to give this fragrance a 7 out of 10. I know I say wait till it hit discounters and you see me have, have the bottle. This was a complete throw-in from like, I believe a Nordstrom's order where I'm already ordering like 2 fragrances that there's no way I'm going to get them discounted. I think one of them was like Chanel Egoiste. Otherwise, I myself would have waited till it hit discounters, but I threw it in. I like the cool looking bottle. That's my take on it. What's yours? Go ahead, leave it in the comment section. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching.